wow. Let's not shake the table. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Erica, from the Classy Climb blog. And I'm going to give a minute for some people to come in. And, today I had to do the show. I had to do it because, it's Saturday. Most of y'all are going to be watching football, for one. Two, some of you may hear it, some of you not. And if you miss out on the Black Friday specials because of it, it is what it is. So let's give a minute for everybody to get in here. Drop your city and state as you come in. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the comments. Either one of those work. Hope you guys can hear me. Hope you guys are ready. I'm actually going to do 2 shows today because it's Saturday news break and I'm feeling it. And surprisingly, one of these stories comes out of Austin, Texas, and I'm so sad. Coming in. All right. Let's see who we got coming in. Any of the mods here, the top links are for you to copy and paste if you could. It'd be great. Watch out for the crazies because it's Saturday. What's up, Thomas Jackson? Raining Woman. Ray L. LC. Roscoe. Brittany. D. Brown. Roscoe. New York in the building. So many facts I want to share about New York. That's crazy. But I'll keep them to a minimum today. Greenville, Mississippi. Never heard of that place, Thomas Jackson. Tavita. Harlem Real Estate Stories. Greetings. Make sure you hit the like button as you guys come in. It's Saturday. People are going to be watching the foosball, as the Waterboy movie used to say. So, maybe not many people today, and that's okay. PA, Albany, New York, South Carolina, California. This is Japanese samurai beat, Afro beats. Very interesting. You guys know my dad was born in Japan, but I just always think the combination of music together is so interesting. Rio Grande, Cashmatic, Houston, Philly, Los Angeles, California. Don't breathe that air. Get you some air filters. Thank you. All right. So it's 40 of y'all on here. It's 10 likes. Let's get those likes up. But let's get started with the show. First off, let's clip that music. Anyway, the specials are always up at the top, you guys. I'm going to give it out a little treasure. Not right now, but probably in about 2 hours in your emails. For those of you who in the past signed up just to take a peek at a course, a free preview, something, but didn't go through, there's an email for you. Black Friday special, almost 50% off. So there'll be very specific emails. Make sure you look in your spam box. Make sure you look at stuff. I'm telling you, I'm sending out all the goodies this week, but you got to check your emails and you got to check your spam side. You got to check your promotions. If you're on Gmail, you got to check those emails because we send them out and you want to make sure you get them because we're putting a lot of special goodies inside the email list. Also, we put special goodies inside the blog, discount codes inside the blog. The blog is classyscl.com. All throughout the blog this past week and this week coming up, we've been putting in discount codes. In the email list, there's been discounts where people get 50% off a course. So if you're not on the email list, hey, not my problem. So, but again, at the top, the FidCon, we've got a video coming out tomorrow where essentially, you got over 20 different products into one package for $197. It ends the 27th. It goes up to $497. But essentially, you got stocks, investing, planners, all kind of stuff in there. Go check that one out as well. You've seen that in the email list. Some of you have already jumped out and purchased it. Congratulations to you. I hope you already got your planners ready, printed out, and workbooks ready to go. Hope you're enjoying those stock videos. They were lit. I love that information they were given. So there's some traders over there, day traders and swing traders. So they have great products they put in there in the package. So let's get on it. And I'm gonna be careful because I am out of Austin, Texas, and one of the persons I'm talking about is in Austin, Texas. And you can check it out, officially Smiley Asian. But this isn't slander. This is just reporting the news. Her, among several other people, have been getting illegal body injections. And the saddest part is, out of all this, this person doesn't have healthcare insurance. This person went to a club, someone threw a chair at their face. Now their face is now damaged. Here's the bigger part to this. This person has two kids. She's only 25. She actually got these injections 2010. So that's technically almost 8 years ago when she was 17 years old. So what that sounds like to me at 17 years old, parents aren't paying attention. Maybe not even living with parents, maybe not even living with grandparents, probably out in the world, stripping somewhere, doing inappropriate activity somewhere, Craigslist, back pages, somewhere. And this person is out of Texas, so y'all can go look her up if you want to. But to be so far into that society that you're getting illegal backroom, cheap hotel injections into your body at 17, something is wrong. Oh, yes. Oh, you're very right, reigning woman. When I saw her picture, I thought this girl was 30. And she said she's 25. I'm like, hold up, girl, hold up. I'm still getting carded, but I doubt you are. The problem is all this scenario don't sound right. And I'd give her a break if she had a high school life. I'll give her a break if her parents let her go and be in the streets because she's just hard headed. I'd give her a break if she was trying to do something improving her life. But when I look through all her pictures and I look through everywhere, this young lady is traveling, going on trips, going on vacations. There aren't any pictures of these two kids that she has. Just booty shots, blonde hair, wigs, glowing out to the beach. Now, you're saying you have no money, no health insurance, but yet you on the beach. No money, no health insurance, yet you need life-saving surgery at this point because something has been slowly leaking and degrading into your body. Even if she had health insurance would be like, oh, you did this in 2010 and didn't tell us? We're not going to pay for that. But in America, the great country we live in, she would get some kind of care, some type of care. Now, you ain't going to get $1 million care. Now, let's even take it one level higher. P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, millionaire, money. She got some of the best care in America and still died. And so you are wanting to go to a back alley and get this surgery at 17, which, I don't know who was in her life. I don't know who influenced her to do this or who even paid for it. Sounds slippery slope, like sex trafficking, pimp, something of that nature. But at that point, when you are older now and you have two kids, you should turn. You should turn the path of that fast money, that life, that's over. We have to go get some skills to pay our bills, right? And many people say, well, Erica, just stay on finances. Just stay in the financial world. Don't comment on this, Erica. But this is a symptom of our economy. This is a symptom of our society. The reason we have so many people, and let's not just say it's women. Let's keep it real 100. There's several young men on Instagram showing you their whole bodies, like their whole body. And they're doing it for money. We don't have to go too graphic, but they're doing these things for money. They're doing these things for favors and exchanges. They're doing these things to go be on a trip with some woman that's older. There's several male YouTubers that I've seen where the dude is muscled down, half naked. All of a sudden, a picture comes out of him with an older white lady. Older white lady. We're y'all together? Oh, no, not a thing. You go on a vacation with this older white lady, but y'all not together. So what does that sound like to y'all? You did? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Did y'all follow that without me having to be too vulgar? You got people doing things out here for the gram and dying broke. And when you comment, oh, Erica, you're too harsh. Y'all are too harsh. Give these people a break. If you're a 25, 27, 28, 29, 30-year-old black man with a nice body, going on vacations with a 40, clearly 50 looking year old white lady, people got questions. They got questions. That's all. They got questions. There's a one guy right now, he's very popular, and I went to go see what is his page. Why is he on Explore page? He's a male stripper and has the nerve to tell people better be respectful in my comment section. Sir. Now he wants to sell a workout program. Sir, everybody doesn't have 7 hours a day to be working out so that they can go be on the pole for 5 hours. I just don't know what is how. That I just had to address it. Because people are like, well, it's all these women, getting these likes. It's not just women. It's men too. Now these women out here telling people to cash app them. I mean, I don't. And then people are like, well, who is these guys? Must be the worst of the worst. No. If you go and look at some of these people's profiles, it be married people, distinguished gentlemen of the community, cash apping these people. Now, when the recession comes, I'm going to tell you like this, and every channel, every man channel can disagree with me. These women are going to get booed up and married to somebody. Get out of here. Close the door. My nephew decided to keep visiting me while I'm talking. But the problem is that won't work. That just will not work. Because what they don't understand is all this has a timeline on it. When you're getting these 30s, you guys have to stop this behavior. Because nothing's worse than being, I'm just going to say it, there is a trend. I'm seeing these 40s, late 40s women out here in clothes that are a little bit too much. And I'm almost like, aren't you somebody's mama? Aren't you somebody's grandma? What are you doing? The tricks that work when you were 20 don't work when you're 50. Same thing with these men. There was a guy comment on, it's not O'Shea's Brother Pill channel. Yeah, man, I'm 40 and, I'm just trying to see, I'm just trying to get more women, but I really don't make a lot of money. Bro, you're 40 years old calling a radio show to men that are younger than you? You need to be about your economics. See, the problem is in society, no one can say anymore, you need to be about your economics. Because then you're being mean, Erica. You're being harsh, Erica. How dare you judge these people on their lack of results? Turfa said there's nothing worse than a 50-year-old lounge lizard. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. Please let me know in the comments. But the reason I'm talking about this is a lot of times I'll go over there and I'll say, you guys, need to hustle more. And people will tell me, the hustle culture makes people sad. The hustle culture makes people depressed. Yeah, we have a visitor. Go on out of there. Thank you. Go with your brother. Multiple rooms in the house. He just wants to come in here. So we have people who are out here on the gram living their best life, going on all these vacations. And then when you see a GoFundMe for their funeral, for their car accident, for something, people are like, Erica, don't be so harsh. They need help. People need help, Erica. And in that moment, I'm almost like, where do they have consequence? Where do they have the consequence of your actions? You ever hear the banquet of your results? When you keep doing something and then you get the banquet of your consequences? That is where we're at. And when this recession rolls up, that's where a lot of people are going to be at. They're going to get the surprise of their lifetimes. That all these bad choices and kicking the can down the road are going to matter. Now, here's why I'm bringing this up. People all on the gram living their best life. Now, here's what I was saying to this person in a conversation. I don't have a problem with people going, because here's the real numbers right now. I'm going to give you the real numbers. 50% of all Americans make less than $30,533 a year. Now, what was funny is Todd Capital Club people were like, everybody keeps claiming they make $100,000 a year. We already know that's a lie. Unless everybody is lying on their taxes, which Uncle Sam will figure that out soon. 50% of people you are seeing make 30 grand a year or less. That's why I'm doing 50% off specials, because I know everybody don't got it. And I'm not trying to break your pockets for you to get it. I want you to be able to be ready when you can do it, right? But these people are going on vacations, and I asked somebody, and they wrote a whole book. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna call their channel out because they might get me because they're that heavy on the internet. Their whole book is about how to go on Groupon and Living Social, and I forgot the other site they named, and Skip Lag, which I love Skip Lag. I ain't gonna front them. That was a good one. How they can live their best life making 30 grand a year or less. That's not the title of the book, but it's close. So don't come for me because I ain't talking about you. Um, but as I read that book, I thought it was sad because essentially you're going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours researching every night when you come home how to get the coupons and the discounts and the savings and the this. And I'm like, wouldn't it be better time spent if you spent an hour or two actually hustling, going to work? But that person's whole mantra, their whole channel's mantra, all these other channels is, you need work-life balance. You need that 4-hour work week life. You shouldn't be working yourself to death. Your parents didn't have to work that hard. The baby boomers didn't have to work that hard. But the baby boomers also didn't go get $100,000 in student loan debt for an arts degree. Can we go there? Can we go there? The baby boomers also didn't not go work in a factory because they were too good for it. Can we go there? Can we go there? There's a lot of people sitting here stunting for the gram. There's so many people with YouTube channels who are working at bar Starbucks because they haven't decided that this was going to be a business. They just decided they wanted the likes. They just decided they wanted the attention. They just decided this part's good enough. This pat on the back is good enough. It's crazy, right? Now let's go even further. 33 million Americans will not travel this holiday season. Not even to see their own families. Why? They cannot afford it. All these people that moved, make sure y'all hit the like button. It's about 100 of y'all in here. Hit that like button. All these people that moved out of California, New York, Ohio, all these places, Idaho, you name it, they done moved to Texas and the South. They're working all year long, moved to a cheaper location, and they still can't afford to travel to go back home. What does that tell y'all? People are sitting here selling you the best economy in the American time ever. And I'm just trying to encourage you, even if you're in the private Facebook group, get a higher paying job, if nothing else. Get out of that 30K spot. Get to that Salesforce certification. Get to those soft tech jobs. Whatever entry level they're willing to train you, take it. Take it. And the problem is, people are selling you, no, you need a work-life balance. You need to be on vacation more. I'm telling you the numbers. Right now, 3 and 4 plan on using their credit cards this season for Christmas packages. 15% of Americans from YouGov, which is a survey site. It's actually not just surveys. It actually does national statistics. It goes off people's IRS documentations and bank card companies, credit card companies. Now it says 15% of Americans are still paying off last year's credit card debt. Let's do that again. 15% of all Americans are paying off last year's credit card debt. Does that make sense? And then 3 and 4 going to spend this year? That's risky. That's real risky. Now, again, when I'm talking about dying, thank you so much, Rainy Woman, for the $4.99 super chat. When I'm talking about people dying for Instagram likes, you see all the stories where people are traveling and hiking in the middle of Mexico where drug cartels are. Unfortunately, sadly, a poor teacher has died. They found out that he hiked in a park that the cartels overran in the national state park in Mexico, and he's dead. He's a school teacher. Wouldn't common sense say go hike all over the United States? Go hike anywhere else other than the middle of Mexico where the cartels are? By yourself? Now, I'm not saying people aren't free to go wherever they want in America because they have a car and they have a passport. Feel free to go wherever you want, but let's use some common sense here. What are you doing that for? The gram? And I went and saw his gram. It was beautiful. It was full of travel photos, hiking, backpacking. He looked like he didn't have any money. And I'm just like, why? Why be out there? It's for the gram. It's the fear of missing out. I'm young and I'm able-bodied. I should be able to go where I want. There's a video I just saw of a girl. Try not to name her channel because I ain't trying to get in trouble like that with Skynet. she was showing how she was lonely. She was living in a van, and essentially she was lonely. Well, when you live in a counterculture kind of thing, guess what? Your new friends have to be other people living in vans. Your new friends have to be other people living in trailers. Even in Austin, there will be several people who say, "Oh, I'm just here at an Airbnb for a month," and people will look at them like that's the craziest thing they've ever heard. It's more common than you think. There's more people in sublet and part-time roommate situations than you believe. They're out there. So the problem is, I just had to address this because here's the problem. What we're seeing is people want to have the Christmas tree, right? And what's the Christmas tree, you guys? The Christmas tree is the presents under the tree. You want the presents. You want the end result, which is the cars, the travel, the parties. But they don't want to do the work. This is what it is. I can tell you right now, this whole like, oh, let's travel on a budget. I like that. I like that at least people want to do a budget. But to travel when you're broke over to a country where anything could possibly happen, now your family got to figure out a way to get you back home. I don't know if you guys have seen it. The black teacher used to play football for 1 year, got out, then he taught English in China, goes to a bar, gets in a fight. Now, I'm not saying he should have let nobody beat him up, but now he's got 3 years in a Chinese hard labor camp. Beautiful young black guy. I'm just saying, the gram here got y'all. A lot of people are going overseas. Thank you, Trucker Maven, for the $2 super chat. A lot of people going overseas with no money. And right now they're deciding to stop panhandling from Americans because there's so many photos in America of Americans in Thailand, in Vietnam, talking about they need to get money, get home. And let's be honest, the people in those countries are like, man, oh, that's so sad. Like, let's get those people home. And what ends up happening is they're really starting to tell them, no more. No more. No more. You guys are not going to come to our country acting a fool, telling people you don't have any money, and the people here feel sorry for you, let them stay at their houses for free. I mean, there was even another one where a white lady was taking her 9-year-old son, and she wasn't broke. She made money, but let's be honest, she lived in London, so London's not cheap. And she's hiking in the Himalayas or some place like that. And she goes, and it's up high. It's ridiculous. She goes up, and the people are like, hey, it's $3, essentially, in the British money for this food and this tea. She wanted to argue with them. And so they chased her out, that bad boy. And she was terrified. And I said, you are coming to people's countries that are already living poorly. You're a tourist. You only want to spend $3 for some food and some tea? I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not going to nobody else's country acting a fool. That doesn't make sense. I've been traveling since I was 12. Carnival cruises with military family. You go somebody else's country, you act like you have sense. Makes sense. And to go to somebody's country with no money in your pocket, isn't that a little scary? Don't you think that's not going to be a good plan? Thank you, Cindy Leader, for the $10 super chat. Thank you, BP Thomas Trucking, for the $10 super chat. I don't want to make this forever long, but I just wanted to, I'm going to go over some reasons what I think is sad about it, but people are like, you're being harsh. Okay. And I didn't think asking people to have Medicaid, Medicare, government cheap insurance because they're having their illegal surgery leaking is too much. This girl has 2 kids. And she out here with blonde wigs in Las Vegas. Who put her out there? She lives in Austin, Texas. She can come for me if she wants, but I'm just saying, like, who's doing this stuff? Again, someone shared in New York City, there are 60,000 black homeless people. Why are you still there? Now, many people say, Erica, you better back it up, Erica. You can't be talking about homeless people. Now, let's dissect that number. These are people who are somewhat in the system getting what? Some kind of benefits, some kind of substance. There's over 5,000 of them in the shelters who have full-time jobs. If you have a full-time job and you are living in the shelter, you need to take your car, which I know a lot of New Yorkers don't have cars. You need to leave. You need to be orchestrating every single day how you can leave New York. That's all you need to be focused on. Liking Graham pictures, liking YouTube pictures, liking YouTube videos. You don't need to be doing that. You need to be leaving. And people are like, well, Erica, that's so harsh. It's not that easy, Erica. Clearly, it's easy enough for people to go to Miami and Atlanta and Jamaica and Las Vegas, stunting for the gram, but they are people living in the shelter with full-time jobs in New York City. What's going on? And people, every time I go to other channels, say, well, I don't want to hear about that economics, Erica. I don't want to hear about that. Don't tell me about starting something on my own. Don't tell me about people working extra jobs. That makes people depressed. Let's get into those numbers, okay? 40% increase in people's suicides. I'm not trying to make this a dark show, but I'm just trying to say, look, come on. Let's get real here. You know, I'm asking you, you're out here on the gram, everybody's making 100,000 and they're going on all kind of vacations. Let's get real here. Let's get real and let's bring it on in. Bring it on in here, okay? It's kind of scaring me that people are really like on this level of living. Now, my thing is, we make fun of the people who spend in the gym. I know people who do. Oh, they ain't got no life. Now, to some degree, they may have a lack of social skills. But at least the guys and the girls that are in the gym all day, even though they're thoughting and shaking it for Instagram, that's fine. Because y'all gonna still do what y'all do. At least they're not paying for the cheap surgeries. And every time I see something about cheap surgery, and let's be clear, when I say cheap surgery, liposuction legally in America is $3,000. Breast implants are like, I don't know, 5, 7. It's very low. It's very cheap. Once something becomes very mainstream, it becomes very cheap. Like LASIK for your eyes, very cheap. So let's put that in perspective. I just told you liposuction is $3,000 on average across the United States, especially in Texas, $3,000. LASIK's cheaper. Boob jobs cheaper. Sculpting, cold sculpting cheaper. This person don't have $3,000 for liposuction, so they're going to some back out surgeon spending what, $500, $1,000. People are flying over to Brazil, flying over to Spain, flying over to Dominican Republic for cheap plastic surgery. By the time you spent the money to fly over there and have the surgery, you could have had a safe surgery in America. Unless what? They need a $500 surgery in Dominican Republic? They want a $1,000 surgery in Dominican Republic? See, the people who live there can't even afford that. But you got people over in the United States going, I got like a $10,000 credit card and I'm about to go get a new body. For what? You know what I'm saying? And I think people think I'm being harsh, but I'm really just trying to understand what is going on. The gram is not that, it's not that good. At some point, people have to snip back into real life. Some of these people are going to have to go back into the workforce. I'm telling you, when this recession comes, a lot of these people, you're going to see community college swell up. Now, people say, no, Erica, school, people are not going to go to school. That's a lie. People are going to be in community college like you've never, ever seen before. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm just letting you know. Here's another one. Somebody said, talking about being free. And, you know, I like minimalism. You guys see my apartment. My mom's house, not so much, okay? But my apartment, very minimal. I believe in don't be crowding it up. That cluttered apartment, cluttered office, cluttered mind. As much as you can, clean, concise. This guy put, well, people don't want to be bogged down, Erica. They want to be free. And I said, what does free mean? I was on O'Shea Channel. No mortgage, no extra debt. And I said, well, do you have a car? Yeah, I have a car. I have 2 cars. Okay, so you have 2 cars. Where do you store them? At my apartment complex. Okay. Do you have a 401k? No. Okay. So let's keep it 100. Are you really free? If the apartment raised the rent next month, aren't you gone? Don't you have to leave? No mortgage just means, to some people, no responsibility. But at the end of the day, wealth requires you to be responsible. Come on now, don't leave me out here by myself. It's 118 of y'all here and like 40 likes. Y'all don't like what I'm saying. I feel you, but that's okay. I'm still gonna say it because it needs to be said. Plus, my second show, you really ain't gonna like me because I'm talking about Donald Trump and prison reform. So that's gonna be a whole separate show. But it still ties back into the medical marijuana. So that's a second show. Now, here's the thing. If people are doing all these wild schemes. Now, prime example, Vice TV had a video of a black guy. I told y'all about him. He had his hair covered a little bit. You see, he had dreadlocks hanging out the front part. If I was him, after that video went off, I'd have shaved my whole head and looked like a whole nother person. That's just me. Okay. Um, for real though. I'd have just, once I did that video, I'd have went to the bathroom and shaved my whole head. Yep, the credit card scammer video. Now, it didn't show everything, every step. It didn't teach you how to be a scammer. But if you hear what he said, the thought process, that's what I want y'all to hear. He was like, well, I went to college. Didn't tell you what degree he got. Graduated, got a job. He was like, the average American makes $100 a day. Doing this, I make $1,000 a day. Now, the young man had half it. He had half. He was halfway there. He almost had the full thought process that I should make more money. Okay, I can feel him for that. I can feel him. Average making $100, that's rough. That's $3,000 a month. But was he wrong? I just told you. 50% of Americans make less than $30,533 a month, a year. So was he wrong? He wasn't wrong, but what he's wrong in is his process to what? Use Bitcoin, and we're going to say it, go on the internet, the dark web, buy people's credit card numbers, and then do what? Print them on this credit card. Go out and do whatever he does. We don't have to go through all that. Now, many people say, well, Erica, he's scamming the banks. He's not hurting people. Who is he hurting, though? He's hurting the old ladies with credit cards and now have to get their grandchildren to go around and call these banks to get this stuff canceled. He's hurting people who have to do all this calling around and counseling cards. He's hurting people who, yes, Amex will replace your new car, but it does hurt someone, right? It hurts the small business that you bought stuff from. It hurts because a lot of those companies don't get all that back. It hurts a lot of these gift card places, which people like, so what? The schemes and the short-term stuff will not get you a long way. It won't get you a long way. Even if he gets $1,000 a day, y'all, let's do the math. He gets $30,000 in a month. It was another guy in the room with him while they were doing that video. So maybe him and that guy are what? Splitting that. So now we're back down to $500 a day. Okay. It cost him some money to do what? With the Bitcoin and the computer. Cost him some money, right? So really, is it $1,000 a day? No. And if he's only using it to get Gucci belts and flip-flops, right? So, there's a lot of things people are ignoring. And I just want y'all to really take a look at some of these people that are, honestly, in my opinion, dying for like. Law 40, despise a free lunch. Hold on. I'm going to get you right here. Hold on. I'm going to do you one better. As I told y'all, my mom's garage is full of books, and I had to clean some of them out today. Now, good copy, 40 Laws of Power. He's right. 40 says, despise the free lunch. Yeah. 31, control the options. 32, play to people's fantasies. What are people doing when they come online and say, yeah, I'm not going to say his name because I might get in trouble. I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm going to teach you how to do stocks. I stock trade. I used to be a school teacher. Da-da-da-da-da. You guys seen that commercial? Hey, I'm Mr. Blah. Look at all these books in my garage. If you read these books, you'll make $1 million too. Come on, man. Come on now. Yeah, hey, I'm you know who. I sell great beef box. Like, you guys know that Mentor box? You've seen the commercials of the guy who's selling the Mentor box. But guess who owns it? Mr. Lopez. You seen the great beef commercials where you're getting national grass-fed beef subscription box? Who owns it? Mr. Lopez. Come on, man. Again, what law was that again? 32, play to people's fantasies. I'm gonna get these cameras, and I'm gonna get credit cards, and I'm gonna travel the world, Erica. Okay, what are you gonna serve? What are your products and services? I'm gonna make a blog. Okay, people are not reading blogs much, so really you're gonna be vlogging. You're gonna be spending every day working. Go read some of those travel bloggers' websites. Just some of the most depressing things you've ever heard. They were like, you don't understand how many photos and videos and hours of videos I have to take. And by the time I finish taking pictures and videos, my food's cold at most restaurants. And most people look at me weird and people don't come up to me and talk to me. That is the whole experience of travel. To eat the food and talk to strangers. Let's be honest. Oh, yeah. Patrick, perfect point. He was selling Bitcoin, and when it crashed, he disappeared with those courses. Spot on. Where's another one? Number 18, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Self-isolation is dangerous. 19, this is important. This is very, very important. 19, know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. There you go. 23, concentrate your forces. Number 25, this is the best part. Recreate yourself. This is what they're doing every time they sell courses and disappear. There you go. Ghosting while black, along with a lot of other MLM scammers. Let me just show you the graph, because no matter where I go, there's always saying, "Well, Erica, everybody does credit repair. Been doing it for 5 years." Now here, let's keep it 100 though. Let's keep it 100. Did you not see this trend? People talking about Facebook ads, Shopify, Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, Amazon FBA. Now I'm on travel. I'm a travel blogger, and my travel points and credit cards. And now I'm on credit repair. Why? Why? Because they were just going on with the trend. They were going on whatever made you guys feel good. They weren't doing it because that's their thing they do every single day consistently. They're not at the post office like I have been this past week every day dropping off letters. And I'm not doing it because people don't know. People learn. People can go out anywhere on the internet and see it for free. People don't have the consistency to keep doing this every month after month after month after month, fighting with these companies and bureaus to get your stuff clean. Why? Because people don't have patience. People want it in 30 days. Erica, we just did one round and everything's not off magic like magic. No. And if somebody's out here telling you they can do magic, run. See people out here selling CPNs. Now they got quiet because they just did a round of arresting people for CPNs. Oh, you saw that, right? Yeah, you saw that. You saw people out here talking about doing credit sweeps. Now nobody's talking about credit sweeps. Why? Let's get into it. Experian is the number one person that's going to be doing the Ultra FICO. Now, if anybody in here has noticed, Experian's been really hard to get stuff off lately, hasn't it? Just saying, if you're paying attention, if you're in the game, you know what I'm talking about right now. Just letting you know. So again, I don't want to go rant on too much, but I definitely wanted to call that out before I do my second show later. There's a reason. There you go, Mr. Shelley, CPN, criminal prison number. Okay. There's a reason I'm going to be sending out that email, giving off that 50%. I know it is hard out here. And I respect every single person that drops big dollars on this channel. I respect you. I know you work hard for your money, and I'm only telling you things that I'm consistently doing. Consistently. A lot of you have an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month that you could invest in some of these financial groups, with the Todd Capitals, with the Black Seed Fund, with that new Opportunity Zone investing. $5 a month, rich uncles. $5. There's so many things I'm giving, and I promise you, as I'm giving them, I'm looking to see who's doing it, because we'll notice quickly. Remember when I was talking about Lending Club all the time? And new people are like, man, I tried to do Lending Club. So I've been talking about it for 4 years, but now you just tried it? Patrick, they may have been seeing which cards you qualified for, but you can always dispute that because it's a multiple pool, and you didn't offer for them to do a multiple pool. So I'm not gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to pull that out because there's a couple people really shamming, yo. Like, you're sitting on here and this guy said, they said, what do you do for a living? He's like, I'm an investor. And he shows you his bed of 40 credit cards. Okay. And then I see his military ID. So really, you're not an investor. You're a full-time military dude who got in the Ty Lopez course, who got the credit cards, who lives and is stationed overseas, but now people think you are some overseas mastermind traveling man. Sir, don't make the internet streets find you. That's why a lot of people are not on the gram with their full real names. They don't know what all kind of middle names and the name their cousin calls them, everything else but their real name. Come on, man. Come on. Let's, Patrick. Hey, we go to Thailand. Where we going? Again, Bali, Indonesia, all these people you see, there's one person doing 7 tours to Bali. Now, what she don't tell you is she lives there full time. Now, you about to pay about 2-3 grand to go with a group of people times, I think, was it 15 people per group or something? So now imagine that. Y'all paid 3 grand a piece. It's about 45 grand. It's going to only cost her about $1,000 to get all y'all housing, total, everything. So really 2 grand times 15 people. Y'all just made her 30 grand for the year. You dig? Nah. Drew Barrel is actually he does Facebook ads. He makes millions of dollars. I actually met him in person. I actually talked with him for a long time. Trust. He's really making it. Military life, no rent, Navy Federal credit card. Didn't tell you that part. Camera guy talk 305. That's Miami 305. If that is it. Honey, I was like, look at the cards. Navy Federal, Navy Federal, Navy Federal, USAA, Penn Fed. Those are military banks, sir. Who are you fooling? Now, anybody can go to USA now, but Navy Federal, Penn Fed is only located on bases. So, come on now. You gotta be paying attention here. Okay, don't be letting the gram fool you. Let consistency rule your mind. And the reason I make these videos, and I don't even care about the age on them, because I know in 3, 4, 5 years, these videos that I'm doing right now are gonna have thousands of views because people are gonna be hurting because they kicked the can down the road, and we're like, I'll wait for later. So, again, check your emails today, about 2 hours or so. I'm going to have super big, crazy deal cuts on all the email lists. And the FidCon special is in the links. But I'm telling y'all, you should already have your planners for next year. You should already have your January calendars. You should already be there. You've watched this channel enough to know. And many of you only need the $500 to $1,000 extra month income. It's not like you need a ton. So you're doing all these crazy mess and running around trying to do all these schemes. You ain't got to do all that. So look, I'm going to run. But I want y'all definitely, I'm going to look over some of the comments real quick. See what we got. How to make more money when they travel to London. Let's say those again. London, Miami, LA, or Paris. I'll believe them. The reason I know the one girl that I always show y'all on the channel makes a ton of money. She has a double ceiling apartment downtown Los Angeles. A loft apartment with a long stairwell, huge downstairs, huge kitchen, huge. You don't even rent those for less than 4 or 5 grand. You dig what I'm saying? Like she just had her stuff in storage last year, traveling the world. And then came out to that. And now you see every other post she has is sponsored by Walmart. Those aren't cheap. That's somebody making 35, 40, 50 a month. And people say, oh, Erica, she probably make 10K a month. No. You just saw Stephen Graham interview the guy. Channel I always talk about, he has stocks on it. And people are like, oh, he makes like 10 grand a month. No, he makes 50 grand a month. He makes 22,000 off Google AdSense alone. Which is rare compared to most people, but so again, don't sleep on it. If you build systems, if you promote them, things can grow. But the gram with no products, no services, just your glistened abs gets you taking trips with old white ladies. Yeah, you taking a trip, but at what cost? Right? You dig? So don't be that lady. Don't be that person. I'm going to look over here real quick. Patrick said, when the recession comes, I'm going to open up my own Everest Online College. Man, okay. I'm about to get Donald Trump University over here. It really is. What else? What do we got here? I'm telling you, Rainin' Woman, every time people out here, I make 100,000. I'm like getting in their private DM. I'll send you my bank statements with my stuff covered up if you send me yours. Glendon said it before too. And I'm like, I've had people go, oh, Erica ain't really, Erica's broke. Or some guy just made a comment in one of my videos talking about 100,000 a year. Oh, she probably don't make that. And I literally tell people, send me your bank statement. I'll send you mine. Let me send you my PayPal. Just my PayPal alone make you have a good day. I can send you my Stripe. But I give products and services, and I give value on this channel, multiple platforms, because I know people are hurting. And they don't have to. Most of y'all, if y'all made an extra $500 a month, y'all be straight. That's why when you see people get 2 rentals, just 2, and they're just probably making an extra $1,000 or $1,500 a month, their whole life different. They ain't even stressing to get more rentals. I've seen that happen. Wealth requires you to be responsible. Yes, Camry. Tough pill to swallow. It is. Only one person I know went overseas and had gallbladder removed, knee surgery, and 2 other procedures for less than 15K. He lives to tell the tale, but too risky for me. Listen, when I went in, y'all, and I had an appendix about to burst, and I'm like crawling in the hospital. Guess what my bill came out to? $46,000. Now you think I had enough time to fly on a plane to go somewhere and get it for $5? No, but guess what that hospital did? They waived it because they're a Catholic-based hospital. These people, there's a lot of ways to go around it. Credit card scammer video. Yep, you saw it. Let me see what else y'all was talking about in here before I roll out. I'm about to get a new body, like sounds like a science fiction movie. Make humanity great again. And there was a video of a man getting abs. And guess what they were doing? They were just sculpting and suctioning the fat out of it. And he had the upper body, like he worked out all the time. But some of us is genetics. They're just not gonna have it. Why do pictures people do this, like Kanye's mom and Usher's ex-wife? If you need it that cheap, you don't need it. You dig what I'm saying? And the thing about Kanye's mom is multiple doctors told her no. They followed the rules and said no. No, ma'am, no. You have a heart condition and you don't know. You get a no. Harlem real estate. I'm a broker in New York and I just rented a 4-bedroom, 2-bath for $4,800. You have to make 40 times to qualify for the rent. $192K a year. Listen, I'm gonna say this with all respect. If you are in New York City and you're making under 40 grand a year, unless you are taking care of your dying mama, you need to leave. You need to live an hour out. You need to live somewhere outside of there. It doesn't make mathematical sense. I don't care how much you love New York. I'm a struggle. I'm a hustler. You slip and bust your knee in this winter, you're gonna be crying. I gotta get out of New York. My kneecaps. Yeah, you get that mess out of my face. Like when I heard that 60,000 black homeless people, that's ridiculous. And I can bet you every single one of them people can trace themselves somewhere back to the South somewhere. Because old New York black people, they ain't struggling like that. They not. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real 100. When you have a home base and y'all can double up with each other, trust. That's why when you see people in Georgia and Tennessee, nobody in their family ever homeless because they got some house, some cousin, some piece of land, some property, somewhere they can be because they have a family. Don't get medical care anywhere you can't sue. I know. Roscoe, a lot of people are making horrible money choices. They're getting $100 a month T-Mobile plan, paying for cable, TV, and game console. And I made a ton of videos about like if you have to start over somewhere, get the cheapest phone plan, get to working. And people will tell me, no, Eric, I need the weekends off. I need balance. I need to spend time with my family. If you're having to get free lunch for your kids, you need to work. And that's just the truth. Because school lunch is like $1 a day. People are like, that's like $30 a month, Erica. That's like a bunch a year. Okay, let's do the math on that. Let's see, what else? Oh, gosh. Thank y'all so much for contributing today. Y'all made the show beautiful. I'm telling you, Warwick James, literally, there was an article. It makes people suicidal and sad and depressed. And if you meet people who actually know the math of what they need a month, if you know you only need like $2,000 a month to survive and your current job's only paying you like $1,700, well, I need 300 more. I can go out this weekend, make some money, and be done with it. But see, people don't even know where they're at or what they need or what's their budget or what's their amount. I'm just telling you. Let me see what else. Ooh, Roscoe, if you're a 40-year-old dude complaining about money, it's already too late. There's 50-year-old dudes complaining about money. Can't knock it because my mother's fine as hell. She isn't on Instagram, okay? They do. Oh my God, so many comments. I'm so sorry. Let's see. All those chicks doing the same thing. Yes, perception. Where y'all going today? Oh, what's out there? Food? Anyway, let's see. What's our next one? Loud hustling. Good morning. All right. Well, look, I'm going to close this video out. Woo! But if you want to join me on a different video, I'm going to be talking about Donald Trump and prison reform, and that's not for everybody. And that's okay if you don't join me on that video. But this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Check a lookout in your emails for super discounts, almost 50% off on a bunch of different stuff. For particular emails, check your emails. Look in your spam folder. Look all over, because I know there's like 6,000 of you on my email list and different lists. So I'm going to make sure. NYC's for the super rich. A cardboard Manhattan goes for $2K. Hey. All right. So, all right, you guys. This is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Later.